Hi and welcome. I'm John and this is Unique Wargaming. Guys, welcome back. For everyone that's new, this is the Monday painting video. What is the Monday painting video? What is it all about? Well, the Monday painting video is essentially a pile of shame painting video from my vast pile of shame. But the model or models in question are voted on by you guys, my viewers, from last week's Weekly Wednesday, which is a weekly Q&A. In that video, I show you a host of models, and you guys vote on what you want me to paint for this week's painting video. In the event of a tie, I'll do a dice roll, but it's not new to that this week. So for all my regulars, I would love, thank you very much. I'll see you in a minute. Right, so you would have seen from the thumbnail, Paragon Warsuits won this week. Absolutely delighted. Now I do have 9 of these blessed models to paint. Yeah, absolutely insane models. I love them. So what I'm going to do, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start with some lead belcher, and I'm going to very simply take one of them, take some lead belcher, my brush, and I'm going to come in, I'm going to get this blade. That's one thing I'm going to get. I'm sort of dry brushing it, but not really dry brushing it, just trying to get, because it's very bouncy, I don't want to damage anything. Get the likes of the pipe work. I'm going to get all of this arm. I'm going to get basically the Paragon suit itself. Okay, that's what I'm going for. But I don't want to get, where are we? I don't want to get the shoulder there. I don't want to get that shoulder, or the chest, all the other little bits. Like this leg, this bit here. I don't want to get the sister's arms either, because the sister's armour is all black. Get the gun itself. But there is a little sister symbol on there, so I need to be careful of that. I think the space brush has had it now. It's like a brick. Right, I'm going to crack on with that on all the sisters. So the next colour I'm going to come in with is some Youth and Grey. And this is going to be very, very easy, simple technique. So the first thing I'm going to do is get the ropes. Okay, and some of them, I think it's Sister Superiors, have a candlestick up here with candles on it. So I'm going to get the candles as well. That's a very easy thing to do, the front and the back of the robe. I don't think it's a robe, it's just a tabard hanging off of them. Now I'm going to do the same thing again, but with white scars. Let's give you a look at what they look like. This is what the candlesticks and tabard looks like. You see on tabard there's a few bits of black coming through. That's not a problem. That's when we come in the white scars now. Not only are we going to hide all this up, we're also going to brighten it right up. Now the white scars might take 2 thin coats, just to get it bright. Let's get these candlesticks. Right, so I'm going to repeat this with all of them. I'm not going to go inside there and get the cloak on the inside with the white scars, because that's you know, I've given the Youth and Grey in there, and that's just shaded inside there, so it's darkened, so you won't see it anyway, so there's no point putting the white to it. but this might need a second coat of white going across the tabards. But I'm going to go through and do the same thing on all of them. The next colour I'm going to come in with is some Cadian flesh tone. And this is going to be for their faces. Now there isn't much of their face on display, as you can see. So I'm going to take a little bit of this, wear it down a little bit more. And the whole idea, it's a very difficult, it's just to try and push it in there to add a bit of colour to the face. Yeah, you see how difficult that is, because there's very little face on display. That's pretty cool there. So I'm going to do that with the rest of them. Right, so in the end, it's very, very difficult. So in the end I said, you know what, just get it in the face. Doesn't matter if I get the hair, because the hair's going to be red. So I'm going to come in and tidy up afterwards. I'm going back to white scars now. There was something I missed first time round. Let's just try to lift each other up off the painting table. So these sisters each have their emblem on their shoulder pad. So I'm going to come in with white and gently get that. It's actually raised, so it's it is quite easy to get. But I want to try and keep as much as I can off of the shoulder pauldron. The reason why is because it really stands out, really pops off. Okay, so I'm going to do that on the rest of them. Now I'm going to come in with some Retribute Rama. It's a very, very simple step with this one as well. So the first thing I'm going to do is get their shoulder pads this side. So the amazing Aquila on there. They also have their symbol on their gun, which I'm going to get. What else did I want to do? I'll do this little bit on the back here. Again, it has their symbol on it. And I do on my Primaris Marines, and they have a little disc on the back of their backpacks, and I think it looks really cool. We're going to get their chest piece, because that is absolutely amazing. And little bits like this at the front here. And there's that purity seal hanging off the front of her ears. Nice. And I'm also going to get these bits. I think with the chest piece, I don't need to paint the whole thing. It just needs to be, it's just a symbol in the middle. The strap bit's coming off of her. There's a little bit of a trim. You know what, let's just give it all actually a quick rough brush over. Because the black's going to come through as well. Nice. So I'm going to crack on with the rest of that and do the same thing on the other sisters. Right, so the next colour I'm going to come in with is Corn Red. We have the Sister Superior. And what I'm going to do with Corn Red is I'm going to come in and get the hairs. Sorry, the hair on the head. I'm actually going to get these missile pods as well. So they stand out even more. I'm going to go over them again in a second to give them a bit more of a once over. And the Sister Superiors have candles on top of their backpack, so I'm going to get them with the Corn Red as well. She has a brilliant eye as well, doesn't she? Of course she does. Anyway, I'm going to crack on with those. I don't think there's anything else that's going to be red. I might actually do the hilt with the sword. Yeah. With some red just to break it up a little bit more. And see what I'm going to do also. I'm going to get the panel here on her gun. It doesn't have to be perfect. All that's going to do is really break up the gun nicely, but also give me a bit more colour on there and make that pop up even more. I'll just chuck a bit on the inside as well. Just break it up even more. So I'm going to crack on with that. Right, so the next colour I'm coming in with is some Screaming Skull. I'm going to grab the Sister Superior, because only for them at this, well, I think it's only for them, maybe at this stage, or maybe on this, you know, maybe it's just for them. And do the scroll, the seal coming off them, not the seal, sorry, the purity scroll coming off of them. Right, so for all intents and purposes, these girls are battle ready. Now, what does that mean for anyone that's new? It means I put them on the table and away to go. But what I do now is I'm going to take it beyond battle ready standard. So what does that mean? Taking it beyond battle ready standards is doing extra bits to the model to make it stand out even more. This can be anything from a dry brush to contrast paint to layer paint, technical paint, dry paint, edge highlighting, wet blending. You know, there's so many different bits and pieces you can do. The first thing I'm going to do is come in with some Druky Violet. Now this is a shade. The first thing I'm going to do is get some on the brush, come in, get the barrels of their guns. Let's give it like a burnt metal look. A little bit too much on this one then. Right, the next colour I'm going to come in with is some Agrex Earthshade. And I'm going to do this lovely colour. Is I'm going to wash it on the gold. What that's going to do is dull the gold down, but as you can see, it's going to go into all the recesses and make that pop even more, especially across the chest plate and stuff like that. That's the hilt of the sword as well, so it's not so shiny. And get that little symbol up there. Now that's really gonna pop off nicely. Next I'm going to come with Trollslayer Orange, and this is a few simple steps with that. Well, not a few simple, one simple step. Where are they? There's one. I'm going to take the Sister Superior, a bit of orange on the top of the candles. And the last thing I'm going to do is come in with some Screaming Skull again. But I'm going to get some on my brush. I'm going to brush onto some tissue. I'm going to come in. I'm going to try and give the raised edges a dry brush. So just this bit here, just a quick dry brush. I'm not going to give it a full once over, just a little touch up here and there. Now what that's going to do is give the metal the look that it's worn. You know, it's seen action. Because everything looks better with a Screaming Skull dry brush. It's going to give me that really worn, nice worn effect. Again, the Screaming Skull is a layer paint, so we'll go and brighten ourselves down, so there's no panic whatsoever. So I'm going to crack on and do the rest of that on the rest of them. One last thing, I'm going to come in with some Reichland Flesh Shade, and I'm just going to chuck it on the face. Okay, so it's going to dark the face down, but it's going to go into the recesses and just highlight the rest of the face very, very simply and very easily. See how that sword looks, just been dry brushed. Anyway, these sisters are now done. A massive, massive thank you to no one who voted again and won the vote for these girls. Guys, if you want a chance to pick something for the vote for next Monday, tune in to this channel this weekly Wednesday. I'll be showing you a host of models in that video, and you can just vote on what you want to paint for next Monday's painting video. There won't be any sisters in next week's vote because they won today. If you're new to the channel, seeing this for the first time, hit the subscribe button, guys, because it costs you absolutely nothing. Turn your notifications on so you don't miss anything. Everyone smash the thumbs up button, so that because YouTube share this video with more and more people, which makes this amazing community of you guys grow even more. If you want to support the channel even further, there is a join button below. You can click on that and become a member to the channel. There are various different memberships, tiers, and each one has, you know, amazing perks with it. So guys, thank you for watching. Hit the buttons for me if you haven't already. Until next time, take it easy.